Yes guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Here we are still continuing the journey. My name is Eric, and we continue with the topic of the main agenda of our channel, which is life after campus. We are looking at the journey after school, 5 years and beyond. So as always, the motto for our channel is let's inspire before we expire. We want to use the experience we've had outside here to help people who are still outside and the ones who are still back in campus. At the same time, we want to make this channel be a research platform or a feedback platform to the institutions the institutions of higher learning. They can use the feedback they get from this channel, people's stories, whom from the visitors we are expecting to have, the stories. They use the stories to get to know as feedback to whatever kind the life that the students are going through outside after the courses that they were offered to do. At the same time, it's going to be a platform for others to learn. The colleagues just learn from what your friends have done with life. If you studied the same course, others have succeeded, others are succeeding, others are also finding it not good, but it's an opportunity for them to just you learn from each other and we build each other as well. Yes, so today my topic is about, actually I'm trying to talk to the institutions. So I want to talk to institutions, and specifically I'm going to look at those courses that the institutions offer which are meant to give the students an opportunity to practice outside. Now we have so many courses that once you're done with them, and then once you've had some experience, you are required to maybe start your own farm, start your own business, become maybe a farm, or you become a contractor or something like that. So there are courses that give you that opportunity. So these are the courses that I want to talk about today, and specifically I'm going to be talking to the institutions who are offering these courses. Later on, maybe I'll also look at the students. I'll talk to the students. What they would expect once they get outside here in as far as this kind of courses are concerned, especially the ones that allow you to practice. Yes, so that will come later on in my other talks. For now, I want to focus on the institutions. So the institutions that offer these courses, this could be engineering, law, journalism, medicine, business courses. So let's say accounts, or you become a certified accountant and then you start your own accounting firm. Nowadays we have also IT related courses that are coming up which can allow you to start an IT firm and you practice. We have security related courses, so you can start a security firm. Yes, so these are courses. You have even human resource. So these are courses that we kind of call them are regulated. They lead you to a regulated profession. So regulated professions, it means once you get outside here, there are firms, there are institutions, there are authorities that are in place that are supposed to check what you do in as far as your career or whatever the service you're offering is concerned. So it's a regulated profession, a regulated, come out, it's regulated. Means there are laws that have been set in place that you have to abide by. So these institutions, I want to say, when you design these courses or when you are offering these courses, it should be the mandate of the institution to ensure that once these students get out, they'll have the platform to practice. By having a platform to practice, what does that mean? It means the institution itself, when it's offering these courses, it knows the regulatory authorities outside. It knows the other organizations outside that these students will have to go through before they get to their line of maybe starting to practice. They'll know what will be required of the students outside once they're done. They know the amount of time they'll be required to spend and before they can even start to practice, and they know the licenses that will be required to have before they can begin their practice. So this should be a mandate of the institution. It should be their top priority before they even admit any student to start taking a course with them. Take an example of, I will talk about engineering because that's where I have, I'm close into. So engineering, for example, we have several engineering courses. We have electrical, we have mechanical, we have civil, we have other related engineering courses. They fall under those categories, but we have others, and we have courses that are being offered outside those. Now, examples are, for example, we have marine engineering, marine and mining engineering, we have aeronautical engineering, we have water and environmental engineering, we have production engineering, we have textile, we have instrumentation and control engineering, we have geospatial, yes. So all those they are engineering courses, and these courses in engineering, any engineering course, when you get out, it should give you a platform to practice, offer what you've learned on the field. Unfortunately, you find that some of these institutions they offering these courses, but outside here there are no regulatory authorities that are really going to give you the platform to practice. So it makes you wonder, why are they offering these courses? Do they expect that you get outside there and only get into employment? Because if you cannot practice, what else? It means it's just employment. Or if it's not employment, it means it's innovation, or you get into business. Yes. Now, business should not be top priority when you are coming out with the course, because when it's business, anybody can start a business. Anybody can start a business. So you don't even have to go to school to do a business. So the institution should not make you go through a 5-year course so that you come outside here and you start a business. Any business in that case. They tell you, business, you can start any business. So if you're taking these courses, you're studying for 5 years so that you grow your career path. You become the professional you want to be in whatever you are doing. So for you to become a professional, you cannot become a professional if you're not recognized by certain bodies. So these bodies are outside here. So it is the role of the institution to ensure that these bodies that are outside here are in tandem. They are working together, and they will not give you, they will not act as a hitch when you get outside here. Let it be that you've come out, you don't want to, it's you yourself, the student, who doesn't want to take the initiative to go through these processes, get the licenses. Yes, but the platform is already there for you, which is not the case in many cases. Engineering, for example, we have regulatory authorities outside here. We have the body called the Engineers Board of Kenya. We have other institutions that are also in line with the licensing. We have the National Construction Authority. We have the IPRA. Okay, IPRA is the agency for electrical and petroleum. So all these institutions, an engineer, when you come outside here, depending on the line you are in, you will find yourself interacting with them in one way or the other. So starting with the EBK, the Engineers Board of Kenya, then we have the Institution of Engineers, the IEK, the Institution of Engineers of Kenya. We have other bodies also that are there. KETREB, Kenya Engineers Technology and Technicians Registration Board. We have the Institution of Engineering Technologists. All these bodies are related to engineering. We have the regulatory bodies like Borax for the architects. Let's more for the architects and the quantity surveyors. We have the one for the building, I mean, guys who are in the building industries. So all these institutions, when as an engineer, when you come outside there, you'll for you even to even start thinking of practicing, you'll have to interact with them. So you find that when you come outside here, these institutions and the institution you studied is like they were not communicating, or they don't even know another one exists, the other exists. They exist in their own world. You find the institution offering these courses, they look at themselves as just an island there. Engineers Board of Kenya is another island. National Construction Authority is another island. IPRA is another island. Those are the ones that are all there. Everyone is on his own. So it's the student that come out here now. You have to move from this space, move from here to here to here to here, for you even to get all the licenses that will require you now to start practicing on your own. So, and this is where the problem lies. Because I'm talking to the institutions, it should be the mandate of the institution to ensure that this course I'm offering, it is directly, when my students come out here, they'll be registered by the Engineers Board of Kenya directly. Once they've registered with the Engineers Board of Kenya, they'll be taken in by the Institution of Engineers of Kenya directly. Once you've taken with the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, you've practiced for a given, you've worked for a given period of time, you've gotten your experience. You're now thinking of starting your own firm, or maybe just a company. You want to be a contractor or something. So the institution should ensure that being in a position to get this, being in the Engineers Board and the Institution of Kenya, Engineers, the IAK, when you get to NCA, NCA who now will give you the go-ahead to start working on projects. Because without the NCA, you are legally not allowed to work on projects in Kenya. Whichever project it is, construction, electrical, building, you're not allowed to do that. So you need to get the mandate from the NCA. It should be that the institution where you studied, they've checked that whatever you've studied, when you get outside here, when you approach NCA to give you this license, they will give you outrightly. And it should be not just for particular courses, because you find that in institutions you have those who studied civil engineers. NCA will only talk about civil engineers. They don't know any other course. They don't know water and environmental engineering. They don't know if there's a course called textile engineering. They don't know if there's a course called marine and mining engineering. So because they don't know these other courses that are existing, you've studied this course, even if you manage to get registered with the NCA, you will go with the Engineers Board of Kenya, you will go to NCA, they'll block you, and you will be gone, you'll be dead at that moment, at that point. So it should be a flowing process, and it should start from the institutions. They know that what they are giving will take you through the entire process without any hitch. Let it be that it is only you who opted not to do it, but when you want to do it, it will go through. So I would say that the institutions like NCA, the National Construction Authority, I don't know whether they are the ones to be blamed for this, for not having been in a position to know that these other courses exist, or it is the problem of the institution that are offering these courses not to let the authority like NCA know of existence of those courses, so that the NCA, for example, can come up with a framework that they'll be able to regulate even those other courses. They should not just limit themselves to, for example, electrical engineering in general, or civil engineering in general. They should specifically know that these are the courses, so they set up a framework that they can use to help license these people so that they can practice in their small area of study. Then the same goes to IPRA. IPRA, which was formerly it was, it's called IPRA. Yes. So the same, they also offer licensing. They license you to do a number of projects electrical related. So they give you electrical technician license, or even for solar, they have those. But again, you go there, you find that this institution, it has its own regulations, and in its regulations, they're just specific courses that they know about. uh, Again, I don't know whether it's them to be blamed for not having put into consideration all these other engineering related courses, or is it the institution that are offering these courses that are supposed to be blamed? Because either way, one of them is not doing something right, and whoever ends up suffering is the student. You get to the point where now you need to use this and you can't use it, and in that case, you are limited. You find that your journey, your career path has been blocked. You cannot go to another level. Yes. So my point, my topic was actually, I was talking to the institution. So it should be the mandate of the institution to ensure that this course that we are offering, it will take the student throughout the entire process in their career development. They should not reach a point where they find that there's a hitch, and now when you get this hitch, the institution is not there. They're not even responding. They don't care. Them, you studied and you got out. There should be a very big bridge. It should be a connect between the institutions that are offering these courses and the regulatory authorities, the institutions that are offering regulation on this, on the practice of this career, these courses that students chose. And then that way you will find that the student's career path will be great. They will be able to grow themselves, and we won't have situations where you have very desperate people, graduates, stories of desperate graduates. People, once you are limited, you cannot practice. The only thing you are left with is to look for employment. And if the employment in this case right now, you see employment is so much flooded, and that way you're not able to do anything. You are left to languish just around doing anything that is available. Yes, so that was my point to the institutions that are offering courses. Kindly, please take that opportunity to ensure that you ensure that the courses you are offering, they are known to everyone in the career path of the students who will be taking these courses. Yes, so thank you very much. We hope to have more visitors coming here to share their stories and discuss. At least we will be able to relate and see the exact situation on the ground as we continue with this journey after campus. Yes, thank you very much.